Yes.
Going live. We are live. Welcome to Gutter Stars, and this is Spelljammer AD&D actual play. And I think, though I can be corrected, I think we essentially have a static image. I should warn, though, Beach can move it around, of where the party is at the entrance to this goblin fort that they've been scouting for the last couple of sessions. But yeah, Roll20 isn't working for me. But yeah, given I'm not sure, frankly, how many people are thrilled and excited by watching the details of BTT. They're not actually playing themselves. I think we'll live somehow.
Beautiful voices enough.
Yeah, yeah. People come here for that. I think if the rest of you guys could not talk, that would be probably better for the stream, wouldn't it? If we're honest, especially you, Simon.
You should yell out dice rolls though. Just make sure.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, people can. I was going to say people can certainly use Roll20 as their dice roller, or they can roll manually and just have to say. This is like ever since we betrayed Budweiser by not having dice cam, Tom. They've been gradually cursing us more and more.
Pulling the support.
Yeah. No, we'll come back to Budweiser. So yes, when last we left our heroes, someone want to give a summary of what was going on last time?
So we're flying our helicopters over Vietnam, and deciding to scout out the place before we doused it in napalm. We were dropped off to the tune of Prudence Clearwater's arrival in front of the camp of goblins.
So yeah, that was it.
And we were going to negotiate with them, just so that after we killed them all, we could tell them that there were attempts at peace talks before we went and did what we had to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Brigade Command will be happy to let it rest at that point, frankly.
Yeah.
So
court martials are only for the people who run away.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think what you'd done was you'd signaled in some way for parley, hadn't you? I think you'd called out in the scroll or something. And yeah, possibly we'd left it as there was some activity within the hive, wasn't there? That was possibly where we left it last time.
Yeah, so was the reaction that they were kind of laughing at our would-be negotiator?
I think they certainly
cooperating or attacking yet, I think.
Yeah, they weren't attacking. I think is that they were kind of there was some reaction like that. Just make sure I've got my.
Contrary to what the numbers suggest, it's actually the worst reaction roll to get is where the enemies don't really think you're actually worth fighting.
Yeah, it's just more depressing than anything. Like if you die in glorious battle, that's kind of cool, and if you negotiate successfully, that's cool. But like just not being taken seriously, that's the big problem.
Yeah, this is old school D&D, guys, where the lowest die roll isn't always the worst.
Yeah. No, we should have generated your comeliness stats so the goblins could judge your looks as well. Part of this reaction roll.
Is there like a racial modifier for?
Yeah. Do they? Yeah, the taste of goblins. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're really hairy and like have green skin, they might find you more attractive.
I did roll for that when I made this character.
Oh wow. Yeah. What is Vil's comeliness?
13.
13. Yeah. But yeah, I've never played quite a lot of AD&D, both first and second. Obviously, second doesn't have comeliness. But yeah, never in the core stats, but I've never used it.
Yeah, was it Oriental Adventures?
I didn't know it's UA.
Was it?
No, UA.
When it came in. So
Unearthed, yeah.
All right, yeah.
I think it just got referenced in random adventures they released, but like the reason it's here is because it happens to be included in the stats on the character sheet I'm using. So it's like, roll another statistics for this.
Yeah. I think it's a little unnecessarily granular since I think charisma is meant to be a combination of both your looks, charm, wit, intimidation, and all other things.
Yeah.
Coming
it has
like
no
locations.
Yeah, it has no like mechanics tied to it here that I can see.
Yeah. I mean, as the original white box
Just so you have
pointed
50
out, one of the
characters.
main features of charisma is to determine whether or not Cersei will turn you into a pig or a lover.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
At least that's what it reads.
Let's just check. Yeah. So yeah, no, I think you're here probably in Broken Scrow. I think shouted out. I think at this point it's I think Thumb and some other elves probably. I think was who had come forward because I think he snuck forward. I don't know where everyone else is. Sam Hambat the Ranger, played by Tom, who's a human ranger, is here. Vil the half-drow Conjurer. Thumb, who is an elf fighter, that's played by Simon. And Jamie is playing Morthilla, the priest of Freya, or cleric of Freya.
Yes.
And then Andrew has Dr. Jones. Andrew, you are muted, by the way. Maybe Andrew's not really there. I don't know.
Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones. Call me,
Call-
Dr. Jones.
Calling Dr. Jones.
Get up now.
Oh no, he hasn't actually. He's not come on yet. No.
I would sing it
Yeah, he's
perfectly.
I thought I'd seen him come online earlier, but no, Andrew's just not there. And yes, the lying liar who lies has not. We'll punish his character fittingly. I think you should do that if people are unreliable. Just don't kind of have a word with them. Don't go like, oh, happens to all of us sometimes. Just kill their character.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
That's exactly what Gygax said. This was the years before talking things out with people was what a man should do.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. So yeah, a voice will call out in Scrow, very kind of rough Scrow, just sort of, go home, knife ears.
I mean, I could do, I suppose, couldn't I? That's a good excuse to get out of here. No. I'm just gonna call back. How about no?
How about nah? Yeah, I think you'll probably be asked what you want. I think, if you're standing there, they're obviously they found it amusing, but they would like to know why you're there.
We are conducting a census of all beings on the on this planetoid asteroid. So if you could all come out one by one and line up so we can count you, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. If you could walk through this tunnel that you can't see the other side of and just come out just conveniently kind of at the level that I could hit you with a kosh, that would be.
Yes, all 230 of you.
Well, that's a plot in Tintin, right? That's a plot point in a Tintin comic. Where he is. Yeah, it is. He's the first person to go in to meet the cult leader. He knocks him out and replaces him, and then just knocks out all the other cult members as they go in to do their secret handshake. So yeah, this is officially a recommended D&D tactic.
How effective is hitting somebody on the head?
How would they not
would they just go out
to like someone else?
So unarmed combat, for what it's worth, is just in the combat section, chapter 9 combat, and there is a table. So punching and wrestling is one form of unarmed combat, and overbearing is the other. So it's not like three kinds like in first edition. You just have, but the point is they have slightly different effects, of course.
Yeah.
And punching wrestling, there is a KO chance basically on each of them. And if it's wrestling, you can try to maintain a hold. So, for instance, if your attack roll, your modified attack roll, is a 20 plus because it can be modified up, you've got a 10% KO chance. If your attack roll hits and it's less than 1, so it's not a natural 1, but it's like a 3 minus something, right? So -4, and so it's technically -1. But you hit because of your Thacker or something crazy, just because the exact things this does. Then you have a 25% chance of KO. So yeah, essentially, if you can, sometimes it's 0%. It's not super reliable, albeit if there's like 5 of you punching a guy, you've got a good chance. You also do some damage, but some of it counts as illusory damage, like it expires.
It's not the kind of odds that are going to allow you to knock out 230 people in a row. That's the important thing.
No. I mean, on the other hand, if it's, I guess you'd have to say like
you just
get
run
to
along
5
with
punches
a
and stuff.
like a child with a stick along.
Yeah. Well, you can always
If
ask them to
only
send out all the goblin women and children first with 1 HP or whatever it is.
Well, that's true.
If only there was a way to knock people out by just saying a few words.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not going to work on 230 of them.
No, nothing's going to work on 230 goblins.
Do they each have a 50th of a hit dice?
Yeah. Can I knock them all out with 1 sleep? So yeah, they. So yes, so they're
left to fight us afterwards.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. They're 20 ogre allies or whatever they have. Like their 4 dragons are left.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they'll call back to you, Thumb. Be like, we heard of elven tricks.
Do we have a backup plan? I take that as a no. Nobody's actually got any plan.
I'm pretty sure the negotiation plan was your plan.
Was my plan? Are you saying I'm responsible for this mess?
It might be partly on Alex, who is busy seeing family, so we can kill his character there as well as punishment.
Yeah. Yes, I remember. I put forward the idea that we just continue to do out their fighting force. Somehow I got talked into walking up to the front gates with you and translating for you, and here we are.
I was up in the Valster anyway, up in orbit at one point, but I must have come down.
Yeah, you also convinced to come down, weren't you?
Yeah, that's quite true.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Tom, the Tritons,
The
I
Goblin
think.
King is conscripting soldiers. We must know how many men you have.
Jareth the Goblin King has called you. Major Tom Thumb is his representative after all.
Yeah. We are mercenaries. We're here to negotiate our services with your king. Take us to your king. That's what I'm going to shout back at them.
I think they'll probably gather that you want to see their king and you want to sell something to him. So that's about what they'll get from it. These guys, they're speaking like Pigeon Crow, basically. Scrow, Pigeon Crow. That's what it's called, Scrow. But yeah, no, I think, sometime later, one was set, there's some noise there. You see kind of the figures hiding. Sometime later, 10 minutes later or something, you hear a voice calling in common, like quite a, I guess, mid-pitched, pitch much like a human or a dwarf or an elf or something. There's a voice calls out in common, accented common, kind of like, imagine you're listening to a Russian speaking common with a reasonable Russian accent, not literally that kind of thing. Calls out that if you want to offer services to the Scrow Confederation, then you can go to Spiral and offer your services direct there.
Most of my plans have not worked.
I have a look of disgust on my face at that suggestion.
So my backup proposal is we just charge them.
just villain Thumb.
Okay, you look around and you realize that I have slowly been backing away, and now you're all alone.
Yeah.
No, you're while he's negotiating, or
everyone else is 90 yards behind, because I think the idea was that they had moved up quietly and observed as elves. What's your elf eyes see?
All right. I'm out of ideas, so I'm just going to sort of like whistle and walk away. I'm going to David Cameron it.
Yeah. What, you've just lost a referendum and resigned in disgrace? Okay.
Yeah, basically what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my problem anymore.
Yeah. A few years later, you'll come back to a very, very cushy position. So yeah, no, I mean you're allowed to go unmolested. Obviously, the confusion of the approach. I guess neither of you look. You don't look like wood elves, so they just seem to think it's a bit weird. I think.
I mean, it was, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh. Beach
Alex
just saying. What did Alex do?
gets us into the situation and then doesn't have to answer for his crimes.
Yeah, I think it was partly Alex's idea. Yeah. I am told, Beach, by the way, the audio stream. I don't know if that means that our sound is getting choked or not.
I don't know, but OBS shows it in the green for me.
That's weird. Hey, well, if anyone viewing has a problem with the sound or can't hear us, they won't hear me if they can't hear me. But
I can check the stream again. I checked it.
Yeah.
But
no, don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, as in yes, do, but yeah. I'm
If you can't hear me, please reply to what I'm saying.
Yeah. I literally write in chat. I mean, all three of the viewers are Brian, aren't they, at this point? There we go. Okay. So yeah, you go back and disappear into the woods, I guess, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's our plan B, guys?
We don't have one. We know there's like well over 100 or 200 goblins. We can't kill them in melee. We can't negotiate with them. We have some allies that might show up at some point to help us, but we don't know when or how. I think Beach's idea of just continuing a guerrilla campaign against them is a reasonable one, but I think probably all it will do is just we'll kill another sort of 10 of them. Maybe we'll lose casualty at some point, but I don't think it will ultimately get us very far. We could try sneaking around, trying to find another way into their base, and hope we can just infiltrate. But then, if it goes wrong, we'll probably all get killed. But I can't.
We are earning a bounty every time we take out a group of them. We're getting bounties for that, so it's valuable on its own.
Yeah, there is that. We are earning some cash, aren't we?
Yeah.
The bounties aren't that valuable.
I mean, it's a lot of goblins there. Can we just like bring their scalps instead of their whole heads, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I think you brought their you brought their heads last time.
An ear.
Yeah. I think one thing was you're just partly just earning towards leveling. Like, Wilsp is just short. I don't think he's got PR. Just looking. Bill's obviously not very close. Nor Sam. Zetha's halfway. Thumb can actually, because I think Thumb has PR. Actually. In fact, Wilsp might have PR. Looking at that. So yeah. It depends in terms of getting it. I guess that's one thing, is getting enough XP to level. You can go and find a different job.
Is there anything nasty that we could drop with our spell? It's not a proper spelljammer, is it? Our airborne vehicle.
It can
this.
shoot. It can shoot ballisters, but that's about it.
How wet is the wood of their camp?
Yeah, burn it to the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be somewhat damp. It's a rainy planet.
Yeah.
And it's heavy forest, so probably quite damp. Not sodden, but yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if we got enough oil, maybe, and we just kind of like dropped like oil everywhere, all over it with our our
That might
aircraft and then just sell
cost
it,
more
like,
money than it
perhaps-
earns us. It might be a negative profit.
It's
That's
an
the downside of that
investment.
approach.
Trust me, bro.
It might not
Yeah,
earn us any money.
fair point.
I mean, yeah, if you're returned to the group, Bruno will be like, we should do something. We want to earn some money. That's what I'm here for.
I think we should kill some goblins and earn a little bit more money. And in the absence of some clever plan, I think we should just go get another job. I think this is going to be a low earning, high risk job, and I think we should go for high earning, low risk jobs. That's
Back to
that's the
fishing.
Back to fishing.
Can we take shares out in pension funds, please, Joe?
If
Yeah.
we were all level 2 and we could just wade through the goblins, then I think it might be worthwhile. If we're just a bit bulkier as a party, but I think they will just kill us for attrition, unless we want to go and spend a lot of money on mercenaries, which we don't have a huge amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it make more sense to go to those lower? Sorry, I think maybe it might make more sense to go to those underwater tunnels and perhaps try and attack those goblins in an environment that's more unfamiliar to them, since I guess it seems that they're sort of expanding their domain through some
We
tunnels
discussed
they've not
this.
fully explored.
The big downside of doing that is we can't retreat out very easily. So if we do go in that way, we may end up having to kill every single goblin to get out alive.
That means we can't lose them.
Yeah, it does make it Iron Man mode.
Yeah.
In every sense of the word. And it would mean we'd have our allies with us. But it's because we're level 1. Like, level 1 is kind of like a bad die roll goes against you, you lose a character.
Yeah.
Can we not get would we
Mhm.
not have water breathing potions to get out if that's how we got in or something?
Well, they gave us. It depends, really, because we're going to negotiate for them. We got them off the mer people. They gave us enough to get there and back, but are we going to do it each time? And then what if somebody's unconscious? Do we carry them? Can we heal them properly to get them to swim? It's a long way to swim if you're walking wounded.
I think the Triton priest, had sufficient levels to cast water breathing on people, so you could certainly have some spells cast on you. But yeah, obviously there's limitations in that direction.
I mean, if you're unconscious, you still float, right? We just drag them into the water, and then realize that we're in an underwater tunnel, and they actually just float to the top of the tunnel.
Yeah.
I think it's I think that's a level 2.
Maybe if someone goes
it's my opinion.
just going to issue.
I think it's a level 2
Yep.
quest, and we need money to level up. So I think probably for today's session, we should do one ambush and then go hunt for a second job.
How are we going to do this ambush without? Are we going to be able to get into our ship very quickly to retreat, so that we're not chased across the wilderness by 200 goblins?
Well, I think we ambush one of their scouting parties rather than
all 200 of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the idea is that we try and find a group of 5 to 10.
So shall we do a circle around 2 or 3 mile radius? Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how did we do it last time?
They raided or they attack lumberjacks out in the forest. So we counter sort of ambushed their ambush.
Yeah.
So we just waited around for them to send out a group. And we pretended we had a lone a lone woodsman nearby, and then we
used an illusion, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, we lured him in.
Mm-hmm. So we'd have to
and they, in theory, would fall for the same trick again because we killed the ones who fell for it the first time. So.
Okay, I think if we want to actually do an ambush now, just sort of circling the camp at a certain distance would make the most sense. Otherwise, we might need to go back and gather rumors as to where they've last been spotted outside of their den, right?
Okay.
So, which of the two do people want to do?
I'm fine doing a circuit, although there's probably areas where the lumberjacks are. I would suggest setting up another sort of ruse ambush between the lumberjacks and the camp, if they're the places that are being raided, and then that's the point we could choose.
Yeah.
As a sort of best guess as to where they're going to end up,
or
likely to respond.
Is there anywhere from which we can smell sawdust being carried by the wind?
Can we? Yeah, I mean, you know where roughly the camps are. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to just head that way and then be nearby that, waiting for some goblins, that works. Yeah.
Yeah. Morthilla's actually with the perfect perception of the smell of sawdust.
Yeah, it's very specific power as well.
Yeah, it's in the NWPs, guys. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Okay. In that case, I think it'll be. Oh, I should get the right PDF up. Actually, got that up. Yeah, I think it's 2 rolls during the day and 3 at night or something. I forget exactly. For encounters, but yeah, you're going to be traveling to. I guess traveling southish on the map, which I can't currently get up because I can't get Roll20 to work. But yeah, you'll be traveling southish on that map, a few miles towards the relevant place. Bruno is fine with this plan. He will be like, he'll also be like, we don't know when they're going to come, so we might just need to camp out for a bit. Okay, 2 a day. In that case, yeah, we'll go 2 a day. It's going to be D6 checks, I guess. Start with Simon.
Do you want me to do it in Discord or on Roll? You can't see it on Roll20, can you? So
if you want to do it on Discord, you can do it. I mean, you can do it on Roll20. It's fine. People watching can enjoy. Anyone who's tuning in.
Okay, look. You want D6, right?
D6.
1.
1. Roll a D8.
8. 1,000 goblins pour out of the hole on the ground.
10 million goblins.
8,000 goblins.
This seems excessive.
Roll 8,000 d20s. That is how many attacks they do.
I think we did work out. I think we worked on Discord for roll them at least, but I think possibly we've done the same in Roll20 where you can see the maximum that even custom rollers do, and they're not actually that high. They're like, no, stop it, just leave me alone.
Yeah. These are creatures that actually bend space-time so that more of them can be adjacent to you at any one time.
Yeah, it's minimum 8 actually. It's maximum 8,000.
Yeah. They like fold an extra pocket dimension or something like onto each other as they're attacking you.
Yeah. Okay, so Sam, could you roll a d10, please?
Certainly good. I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. So yeah, as you cross crossing a patch of open ground heading southwards through the later morning, early afternoon, you'll see. Well, at first glance, it looked like vultures above you, but then you realise they've got a humanoid upper half, and they begin to head down to investigate. And there's you both can see each other. There's no surprise. Could you roll me 2d10, Simon? I guess that this is just useful for me if someone does 2d10 for me.
So you want a 1 and a 6.
So 7. Yep. Okay. What's let's just check the encounter distance. Ooh, only 40. Yeah, I was going to say, by the time you see them, they are only 40 yards away or so. So are circling down. And you see there's these kind of youthful human figures, but with the lower halves of giant birds and wings. Their hair is ragged, and they look a bit rough and ready, and they are looking interestingly with interest at you.
Okay.
So yeah, and are approaching you. What does anyone want to do, or any reactions?
Paid for killing them, do we? So there's not much point in fighting them if we can avoid it.
How many did you say there were?
3.
3 vultures.
3. Well, yeah, they with humanoids or something with vulture legs and wings, descending down towards you. Welcome back, Tom.
3 harpies attacking us.
Yeah, I put my fingers in my ears and suggest others do the same.
Let's do a siren chorus.
Well, I think harpies can have a similar effect, at least in some stories, right? I mean, I'm not metagaming the whatever entries in the monster manual for them, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember them having a siren call or anything like that. I remember them just being horrible in the Odyssey.
Well, if they're horrible, then I don't want to listen to them either.
I think Tom hates them so much he's just logging off and on till the harpies go away.
The words can't hurt me if I can't.
Yeah, if I'm not on the voice call.
Hear them.
Yeah.
I'm going to step under the shelter of some of the trees that are near us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So they will. I think Bruno will. He will mutter something about harpies and stuff. Kind of wax from the top of his bottle. He just scrapes wax off a bottle and kind of puts in his ears, and then prepares. And yeah, I think the harpies are, they look female. These lovely ladies of the sky begin to head down aggressively towards you, and are going to they will start to sing.
Okay, they can sing.
I've
I
seen
believe-
vultures. Lovely
Yeah.
is not the description I would use.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Believe-
we've learned anything recently, guys, it's to not trust a mysterious magical singing voice. Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what I was going to say is if Bruno has seen these things before, if he seems scared,
Mhm.
I probably am not going to really wait, because the downside, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I think I would just cast sleep on them as soon as they come in range, because the worst that could happen is they fall asleep and they wake up and we're gone and they're fine.
In terms of the song, I believe elves are immune.
Yeah, if it's a charm effect or a sleep
Mhm.
effect, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite handy.
Yeah.
Is it resistant? Is it 90% resistant, or is it? Okay,
30% resistance
so
to sleep and charm related spells.
that's because you're a half. That's because you're a half elf. Yeah. Okay, so could everyone say versus spell? Apart from the elf, I was going to say, so Vil and Thumb will get a centaur save. And Morthilla.
Do both, like save
Yeah, so-
and roll a percentile roll.
Yeah. Go do both. Technically, the resistance comes first because it's like magic resistance. But yeah, go for it. You can do both.
Oh, let's see here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no resistance. No resistance, and I failed.
Do I get any modifier for putting my fingers in my ears?
No, but you do get your wisdom modifier
Oh, okay.
if you have wisdom, because it's a
I
magical
don't have
effect.
any. Can anyone remind me to look up the player's handbook because I can't remember what my saves were.
A priest
The level 1 priest.
versus spell. You obviously have something better. Versus spells is 15.
That is a fail from me then.
Thumb, do you want to roll your resistance?
Do I have to? I'm an elf.
Isn't it that you're 90% resistant?
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna roll a d100 and tell you the.
I think from memory it is
I roll a
that you are
61.
resistant.
Yes, I laugh at your cackling
You are-
things.
Yeah, you have 90%. This page 21, 90%, in addition to a normal saving throw allowed against a charm spell. So, and Sam Hambat, Tom, are you back in action? Can you hear us? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm back. And
You're-
I failed. I saved.
Okay.
I rolled 1.
So everyone starts walking towards where the harpies are coming down. Like they start to kind of, you reach your arms up like the people in Independence Day waiting to be beamed up by the aliens. Apart from Thumb and Bruno,
Wait, what about, does my dog need to make a save?
he is not a human or demi-human. The dog does not need to save.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, declare actions.
Yeah. So as we're all enjoying
guess I
the
can't.
music, the elf is just like, oh yeah, their earlier stuff was better.
Yeah. I was there for the
So
first time.
we're compelled to move forward, but are
Yeah.
we completely like out of our minds, or we just have to move forward towards
Yeah.
them?
All possible speed. You have to proceed with all possible speed. So you'll move at full speed. You can't also attack or cast a spell or anything. No, you're moving with full speed, waiting for
Can I attempt to trip them all up with a silk rope?
the harpies that are flying down.
No. My party, which is running towards them. Like
Oh yes,
goons.
yeah. You could do something with the rope if you want. Yeah.
I want to try and attempt to So I have a grappling.
Oh, I can't.
I have a silk rope in my pack.
I have a silk rope and a grappling hook. So what I'm going to do is try and just chuck it across their sort of path, an angle into like a tree or something, just so there's like a tripwire.
Mm-hmm.
That, and because they're all looking up, they're not going to see it and just all fall over in a heap, unless it's going to work perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're likely to get a target on at least one of them, aren't you? So, in terms of Asmin having a wilderness map would help, but it's such a specific trick that it's going to be hard to visualize otherwise. But yeah, you can certainly get one trip in. Tom, were you going to say something?
I just the question was answered, which is that we can't attack or cast a spell, right?
No. You can do anything that's
No.
a flourish or anything. You can kind of do anything that's a flourish, but anything that requires an action. So, yeah, you are entranced. You're very, very excited by this lovely song. What about the dog feed?
I just
that's my
dribbling then.
The dog would stay by me, so the dog's going to follow me along. If they if they get aggressive with me, it'll probably attack me back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. We'll assume it has a readied action to attack. Bruno draws his kind of size, draws his sword. He's sized over loudly because obviously he has wax in his ears, so he doesn't know, like he doesn't know his own volume, and he is going to I think he'll actually declare a charge action, just charge in. Okay. How about who can we blame for the DM's? Jamie, you can roll initiative for the DM, and we'll have Beach going to roll a D10 initiative for the players, and then and tell me the results. 6 for the DM. Beach, you roll for the players, and
9.
Is it 9?
It is,
okay. Yeah. Yep. So in that case, you will run forward to where underneath the harpies and reach your arms up like little people who love aliens. And the harpies start flying down. What Bruno has a bonus to. There's some important timing things here. They had an advantage of 3. They're attacking at 6, but he has an initiative of his initiative is 4.
Any rest at any point? Am I in any way healed from our first ambush?
I would have thought you would be. I think because you weren't here last time, we wouldn't have checked. But
it's been many days since that first ambush.
Days,
We went back to town.
Yeah.
We visited the Tritons.
Yeah. We can always give Morthilla some of her first XP by she can she'll have cast a cure light wounds on you to heal you up.
Yeah.
A few days ago, just for the sake of that. Okay. Yeah. As I say, Thomas, just because you weren't here, so I don't think anyone was checking your sheet, obviously.
That's fine.
Great. So in that case, Bruno is going not at 9 but at 7, which is only 1 slower than them. And he'll then be attacking at 12, and they'll be attacking at 12 as well. So okay, so he's simultaneous to them. The dog is simultaneous to them as well because the dog attacks 3 later than 9, so 12. So probably your attempt to trip them and stop, I guess, basically get some of them on the floor and slightly farther away from the harpies will happen just after that then.
Okay.
Because you don't have a bonus or anything. Okay, so I have 3 harpies and they can rake as well. So I guess I'll roll some attacks on Discord, I guess. As I say, kind of annoyingly, I can't load Discord on my computer either for some reason. So the first 2 are rakes. The third is a club against Bruno. This is up, and they definitely missed with their club. And the rakes, he's going to be 5, 4, AC 3, and their Thaco, So they will hit him for 2d3 damage. 3, and I guess, and I'll have another one more attempt to kill your dog. The dog is the main character. The dog will get to attack once at least because it's simultaneous. And I hit AC 4 as my best, which I assume does hit you. Beej does hit your dog. Your dog will take 2 damage.
Yeah.
And the final one will fly over on Thumb. Basically, the guys who are charmed are there for the eating. So I think the plan is to kill the ones who have resisted. So Thumb, I get some damage. I was going to say, what's Thumb's AC?
Thumb's AC is 5. She
5.
No shield.
Yep. Can I take him out? I could. 7 damage to Thumb.
He's out.
He's down. Yep.
He's down. He's on 0.
Yeah, he's on 0. So he's stable at least.
He's stable, but he is down.
Yep. Okay. So in that case, can we have the Beej can roll for the dog, and Bruno will attack, I guess, once this round. Let's check. Since Tom, do you want to roll an attack for Bruno with his longsword? I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bad roll.
Did the dog miss?
Yeah. We both rolled the same.
Yeah, we both rolled a 3.
Okay. They don't have like an amazing armor class. Bruno is going to be +5, +6. Bruno has a chance where the dog doesn't, basically. +5, +6, and he has 1831 strength. So I don't think he can do it, but he's going to be very close comparatively. +1, yeah. So he's +7, so it's 10. So he hits AC 10. He would actually hit like normal humans with a 3, but no, he does not hit. Actions for the second round, I guess. Bruno's taken 3 out of 37 damage. So yeah. Actions for next round. What do you think? As I say, you've got Thumb is knocked out but stable. The dog and Bruno are fighting. Bruno is attacking twice this round, if desired.
I mean, you say
I would
yeah.
I would declare that in my zeal, Vil spontaneously gets a cramp in her leg and inadvertently dodges any incoming attacks by falling to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, the dog's just gonna have to leap up and try to get one of these things. And
I was going to say they're coming in engagement range because at this point they want to take out the guardians of their food, don't they? Like that foolish thumb.
Mm.
So yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, so roll initiative, I guess. Simon, do you want to roll initiative?
Sure. Is it D10 or
D10?
Yeah.
Initiative. 6. DM gets 7. Oh. I don't think it matters. Do you know what? I think that charge came one short of hitting because he's at +2 to hit as well, wasn't he? So yeah, Bruno got to 12 off rolling a 3. OP Bruno. The dog is going to. The dog's going to go at 3. Yeah. And Bruno's got 34 hit points and wax in his ears.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wow. Carry us, Bruno, please.
yeah, we're all in Bruno's party. Is actually how it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, dog first. Dog rolled at 10, biting it. Harpy 1 as Harpy 1 flies down. Oh, you got 9. Sorry. Before. Yep.
There we
So
go. I got AC 3.
AC 3 hits.
Okay. For 4 damage.
4 damage.
Right down the middle.
I know one thing is that presumably if anyone has the music not muted, they can hear woodland music during this combat.
It's a very peaceful combat.
Yeah. Well, you're hearing what Morthilla and Vil and Sam hear, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like that Pig in Sweets morning theme by.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called?
Okay. Okay, so I guess 2 of them will, I think, quite sensibly use their rakes on Bruno. And I think, yeah, all of those hit, probably. Yes, they will. Yep.
Does the other one have a trowel?
The other, no. So, bum. Yeah, they've got their naturals happening at 10. The other 2 will attack the dog, and 1 will hit the dog, or 1 damage. Okay, Bruno. So, Tom, do you want to roll for Bruno's first attack this round, and then I guess Jamie can roll for the second one?
Yep.
A 2.
Tom has rolled, I think, 3 dice so far tonight, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, 1 was an 11, which isn't like a terrible roll, which wasn't enough to save.
It was a save, yeah.
13. Yeah.
13. Yeah, that 13 natural. He's like +6. So that will definitely hit. But 13 hits anyway. Yeah. So. And the dog takes maybe the end for the doggo, another 6 damage. from a club.
Wait, is this on the same round?
Oh, sorry. Do you know who's helping? Who has 2 shots coming up? If you've been walking on the ground, completely screwed up here, haven't we? Sorry, because you're talking about going in the forest. At this point, Jackson can take 2 ballista shots at these harpies.
There's gonna be like Helldivers 2, where we're like calling in air support, like
calling in the
So-
old
a grenade that pulls a laser down.
original.
So- I think the dog has taken 8 damage. The dog probably isn't dead actually statistically, but it has
The dog's okay still.
Yeah, great.
For now.
Sorry, this thing we didn't establish. I guess I should have asked, but also you should have
This
said
dog has more hit points than all of us.
because he starts basically at 2nd level, but he never levels up. So,
I see.
Simon, do you want to fire a ballista on a 1 ballista shot on his behalf?
Sure. 3. And the ballista shot has not hit anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think we should give Jamie another roll because he's actually hit them.
Yeah.
This could be it, boys. It could be time.
Well, that's a 6.
It's time for a
Like we don't
TPK.
want to leave.
Yeah. The I was going to say, Jackson will also put the have thrown a rope down. So if anyone wants to try to get on the thing, then they can.
We can't. We're charmed.
No. Well, as there's, I'm not sure the dog might struggle, but I think Bruno can try. I guess Bruno could try to grab Thumb, couldn't he? Try to get up the up the rope.
To wrap the rope around the dog.
Yeah. I was going. He'll grab the dog if the dog is willing to be grabbed. Bruno will grab the dog this round. If that is what is desired, and he'll grab Thumb. He's strong. He's 1831.
Very pro this that he grabs 2 of us and then leaves all the people who are
Charmed.
charmed
Yeah.
to their fate. But you know, it's,
I mean, the dog would probably continue to be viciously attacking the harpies, so you'd have to pull it off of them.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Tom, roll initiative for your side, I guess. I get a 9. Oh, sorry. Did we establish? Yeah, you hit, didn't you, Jamie? You hit one of them. You did. You rolled 13.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
So that will be 1d8 plus 4, 5, 6 damage. 1d8 plus 6.
Cool.
This from the previous round. And what did you roll, Tom? For initiative?
For initiative, sorry, I stopped to wait for
Yeah. You can roll. That's fine.
That'll be 8 damage total.
Ooh, no, yeah, nice.
1 on initiative as well.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
so the dog can attack. I mean, the dog can attack either way because if it gets grabbed, then it's not using its movement, is it?
Oh, nice.
What'd you get?
I hit AC 1.
18.
Yep, you hit.
For another 3 damage.
Yeah, and you've done a chunk of damage to one of them. I think Bruno should attack Death or Glory. Probably.
yeah, I think definitely is pretty smarter.
Who do we trust with the role? This is an important decision, guys.
Who's going to take the blame when we all die?
I can take the blame when we all die. Because I think it's funny.
Thank you. Your fault.
Okay, D20.
Yep,
Wow, I
D20.
roll a 1.
Did you actually? Oh my god.
I mean, I'd say it's not. Bruno can still. Bruno will come over to below underneath the rope, kind of next to Thumb, I guess, ready to run up the rope next turn. Yeah. Trying to find.
How much damage did the Harpies do to Bruno last turn?
I mean, he's piled up. He's bloodied. He's piled up 21 damage over a couple of turns. Partly, they had a very good set of rolls. Like he has like AC3, so he's okay. But I think they did like 19, 18, 14 or something. You know, like they got good stuff. Yeah. What is the light blister once every 2 rounds? Armaments. Let's go and check. One every 2. Yeah. Great. Okay. So that's fine. Yeah. Jackson, I guess he will because he's not doing anything else. So just I think he's got a weapon. Does he? Does he have a? And there'll be. I think there are crossbows and stuff on the boat.
Tell him to throw a chatter on them from above.
Oh, that's the point. There's chatters as well, aren't there?
Just throw them. Just drop them on their heads. Throw sandbags at them. Whatever's got. Barrels of pish.
I mean, we can have the chatters will defend their friends. The chatters will jump on the Harpies. That's not even a joke. Do you want chatters to jump on the Harpies?
I think anything and everything.
Jackson will fire a crossbow. Someone's will fire a crossbow for Jackson this turn.
I don't want to randomly generate another character so soon. Can't get rid of this one.
So I roll for the crossbow.
I don't know what Jackson.
What did you roll, Tom?
I rolled the crossbow 13.
Yeah.
13 will hit. They don't have very good AC, these guys. It's going to be D4. They are medium creatures. So yeah, just D4.
You don't.
What'd you get?
2.
Okay. Yeah. I guess the chatters are just going to be jumping on them, aren't they? Let's roll some. Whoops. Let's go back here. Okay, so you got the poor little chatters, heroically defending their friends to the last. I mean, yeah. Well, one of them won't be hurt. They'll land well on the ground, but one of them will miss. The other one will land on top of the Harpy, and have done 18. So yeah, okay. New round. I mean, yeah. Bruno has got Thumb at the bottom of the rope. There's a chatter next to him as well. There's a chatter currently riding a Harpy, who looks very unhappy about this. Jackson has a crossbow. The Harpy. Oh no, that like a little like chipmunk, raccoon, monkey man is never unhappy. So yeah, what do you want to do as a group? You've got a crossbow.
You need a Harpy.
You've got to go with my new Harpy.
The dog's still there. Bruno is on his favourable round. Oh, wait, that's the point actually. Sorry. The Harpies.
Harpies need to attack.
Yeah, they. Yeah. Okay. So I guess the one who's been landed on can't actually do very loads. But because the chatter on its back, the monkey on its back. Yeah, straight up misses. So one of them is just distracted at the moment by the chatter. I guess I'm gonna attack Bruno and hit him a couple of times. He's still there. And I think one will attack the dog because the dog has done more damage. and not do very well, actually. I think the dog might survive, because I think the dog did roll well on damage. So that's AC 4 is the lower one of those, the 9. 4 more damage is the dog up, 12 damage total, I think.
Nope, that is exactly
Yep.
the right number.
Cool.
At 0.
So, yeah. What are you going to do this turn? This round, sorry.
I can't do anything.
Well, as a group. Your resources are Bruno, Thumb, who's unconscious, everyone, people who are running around desperate for Harpy love.
Bruno grabs me and climbs up the rope. That is my proposal.
Bruno's in his favourable round. That's the
my proposal is still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Bruno ties me on the bottom of the rope and then goes and sacrifices himself in an attack.
Jackson can certainly fire his crossbow again. The chatters can attack.
Yeah, we've got 2 chatters, a crossbow, and 2 sword swings from Bruno. I mean, we've done some damage. We just have to kill. We really just have to kill, like, there's 3 of them.
We've only damaged 1. We've damaged it a lot, which means that while it may be close to dead, the other 2, presumably, are far from dead.
Yes, that makes sense.
I advise, nonetheless, Death or Glory, but then it is my character that's being charmed by Harpy. So
do you know what Jackson could do this turn? Jackson could ram them. He could drop the crossbow and pilot the star sail.
Yes.
Just like crash the boat into
the ship's quite valuable, you know. I mean, can he bring it low enough? Can he just sort of descend low enough so there's not room for them to fly?
What, on top of them? I mean, wouldn't they just fly around? Wouldn't they just fly? They'd just fly around the ship.
Yeah, that's fine. But then they won't be attacking all the people like me who are lying at the bottom of it.
They'd just be attacking your conscious friends, and then come back and eat you.
Well, you know. Again, the main thing is that I'm tied to a rope to the bottom.
I mean, I would say, I don't know, Jamie, what is your view? Because everyone else wants to fight, but is terrified of fighting.
What's the current plan?
There's a lack. I think basically Bruno, the chatters, and Jackson can do something. They could try to flee. I mean,
Jack suggests that we stay here and enjoy the show.
Yeah, Morthilla loves this. Yeah, great. Okay, Jamie, roll initiative for your side. I roll D10. I roll an 8.
Terrify.
Big initiative roll.
Both male and female characters are enchanted by these creatures, right? Okay.
Yeah, okay. I believe so. Yeah, there are some monsters, legends you've heard like that.
Attraction of them is that they're feminine.
There are legends of monsters who attract one sex or the other, but in this case, it doesn't seem. It's just that you like the music.
Yeah, not obviously.
Yeah. Well, I have said which part of the court Morthilla swings her tennis racket on, but
Yeah, it's a good reason actually to have like really flat rules like that. Just like, no, it's just all men. Is that then someone can't argue the way? We're like, actually,
oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Actually, I need to tell you something about my character. No, you don't. No.
Yeah, I agree. That would just get a bit silly if it turned out to be like, I'm only going to play female characters so that I have slightly less of a chance of getting used by Lamia and stuff.
Yeah. But no, Jamie, roll the initiative.
Sorry, it's a 6.
6. That's a big play. Okay, if we're fighting Bruno, we'll just charge them again because he wants the initiative bonus on his first attack. Dog's not attacking. The chatters are going to be attacking they're going to be attacking first as well. Who wants to roll for a chatter attacking?
I can.
You can roll for the one who's on the back of the guy, and then Bees, do you want to roll for a chatter?
All right, roll a 14, which is a hit.
It is a hit, yes. Yeah. Yeah, D4 damage. And Beej, if you want to roll the other one.
4 damage from the shrieking monkey.
Basically, you're at... no, that misses, because that's AC 11. They have Thacko 20. Yeah. Great. Okay, the Harpy is being ridden by the monkey. It doesn't look very happy. At the same timestamp, at 3 weapon speed, because Bruno's at +2. Jamie, roll for his first attack. You hit last time.
Yeah, which means statistically speaking, I'll hit every future time.
Yep. You may never miss again.
Yep. 16 proof.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, that is going to be, as we said, it is 1d8 plus 3 for strength, 2 for spec, 1 for magic sword, +6. 1d8 +6.
Yep. That is a 7.
That's actually not bad. Yeah, it's not amazing.
Yeah. No need
But
to
the actual damage is good. It was that. What did you roll 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Yeah. The point is, the actual damage output is pretty helpful there. Did you want Jackson? I should have confirmed this. Do you want Jackson to use a crossbow or ram them?
Crossbow. I don't think we want to wreck the ship.
Yeah, okay, crossbow.
Yep.
We can just roll new characters. We can't roll a new ship.
Yeah. Can we roll a new ship, please? Nope. I don't know how it works. Okay. So one Harpy, the one being written by the chatter, at this point starts to fly away desperately. The badly wounded one, and who follows of the charmed people? Vil starts running. She starts running after this Harpy with a chatter on its back.
Whose character is Phil?
Beej.
Unlucky Beej.
Well, I mean, yeah, this Harpy doesn't want to attack anyone. Suffice to say, yeah. Okay. So let's see what these other cowardly Harpies decide to do. Yeah, they'll just hang around, I guess, and attack Bruno for not very much damage. He's wounded. He's got a potion he could take, but he's obviously fighting courageously for the group. I guess the other one will fly up to Jackson and not do very much damage, actually. There we go. 2. Jackson's on 2 of 8, I think. Okay. Who's rolling for Jackson's crossbow? I've actually rolled all their attacks, including their clubs. Jackson's crossbow, someone should roll for. Tom, do you want to roll for that? And Simon, do you want to roll for the second of Bruno's sword attacks this round?
Bruno's missed his second attack.
Simon, have you ever played this game before?
Hey, the monkey rolled well.
Yeah. What did you get, Tom? The crossbow definitely misses.
I actually think Simon's roll might hit though. He rolled an 8.
Rolled an 8, yeah.
Oh no,
it's not got Thacko 5, is he?
No. If you roll an 8, on the die, and he's 6th level, so he's +5.
Oh, he is 6th level. Okay, so it does hit. I thought he was like level. I thought it was like level 3 or something.
He's +7, and yeah.
Okay.
He's +7.
And that does hit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, 1d8 +6, I guess, on Harpy number 2.
Why do we have a level 6 character with us?
Because he wanted to investigate stuff, and so said he'd go along with you.
Okay.
But yeah, it turns out.
I rolled a 4 anyway.
So that's 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I was going to say you've chased one Harpy off, albeit with Vil currently following.
Yeah, I don't think we need to be particularly concerned if we've got like a level 6 fighter with us. He'll kill all of them.
Oh, in fact, sorry. What will happen? It'll start fleeing, and then Vil, after one move, so 150 yards, it stops singing at the end of its because it's too distracted by pain and the shatter on its back. So Vil, you are back in action. As it stops singing, Vil is back in action for next round. So yeah, your action economy just went up. New round, still fighting. Yeah, what are you doing this round?
Yeah, you just continue to fight. Everybody who's an NPC is anyway.
So am I still out this round, or am I back in this round?
Vil is back. No, Vil is uncharmed.
Then I will spend the entire round crying about Rufus. I will. I'll try to cast sleep on them. See if I can get at least one of them to get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I suspect they're somewhat higher level, but we'll see.
Bees, do you want to roll initiative? Your side. What'd you get?
A 5.
5. Yep. So in that case, the chatter go on initiative. There's one. I guess Tom, do you want to roll for the one that's currently on the badly wounded Harpy's back? And
13.
Jamie, 18. Yeah, that hits. 1d4 damage. Jamie, do you want to roll for the other one?
Yep.
13. Sorry. 13.
13 hits. As in that's AC 7 that hits. These guys don't have good. 6. That will, if it's a 6, Jamie, that will not hit. So yeah, Tom, what damage do you do?
Damage.
1 damage. It all counts. It all counts. That's what I like to say.
It all counts. Every little helps.
Yeah. So before the Harpies get their natural attack, it is going to be Bruno's first attack. No, only attack this round. Do you want him to? I mean, I should have said, do you want him to drink his potion or do you want him to attack? His healing potion.
Doesn't sleep go off before all this?
Oh, sleep goes at 1. Yeah. So, yep. Sleep has no effect on them. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Bruno can attack. Simon, do you want to roll for? Not Simon. Yeah, Simon. Simon, roll for Bruno. Roll for Bruno.
He has rolled a natural 20.
For Simon's dice to come in at this point. D8 plus 6.
That is 9. Total.
Criminy. Okay, and so guess Jackson will also use his longsword this time, won't he? Because he's not going to fire a crossbow in close combat. He wants to roll for that. Jamie, do you want to roll for Jackson? I'm trying to, because you took initiative, so by 3.
That is 14.
That hits. This will be on Harpy number 3. What'd you get? Damage wise.
What die was it?
It's a longsword, so D8. I'm trying to think just where. Do we know where? Is it in stash? Where I've got Jackson's stats? They'll be on the what's it called?
Yeah. Well, it's an 8 on the die itself.
Yeah, he has. We generated this on stream. He has strength 1897.
Jesus Christ.
So he's only first level though.
Wow.
But, so he's actually plus 5. So that's 13 damage.
All right. Well, Hercules on the team then. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's a short sword, in fact, so it'll be D6 plus 5. 11 damage. Yeah. He actually, his specialization is a boarding pike, but I think he will not have had. He cannot really flourish out a boarding pike.
Well, if it is D6, I rolled a 1 as opposed to that 8.
No. I just capture damage. I took it down too.
Well, that's very
Yeah. It's my mistake. I told you it's a longsword. So it wasn't like you were like, oh, I'm lying to you about what my stats are. Okay, so Harpy's turn. Harpy 2 turns around and flees. Harpy 1 will, I think, continue to flee. Whoops. And then Harpy 2 was controlling Sam Hambat. Sam, you are now free for next round. Harpy number 3. Yeah, you stop stock still in the middle of this kind of like grove and then start slowly to draw a longbow. The very serious look in your eyes. Yeah, I think Harpy number 3 will not attack Jackson, but will back up to try to join the other two at the other side of the grove. 2 of them are bloodied. This one is not bloodied, but it's bothered by. These are quite cowardly creatures. They rely on charming you to. And I nearly got away with it too. Maybe I can. Yeah.
Kids.
Let's see. Yes. I will try to shake the chatter off my back. The one that has a chatter on his back. Yeah. So he will. Yeah, he will knock that chatter off his back, and that chatter is now on the floor. Okay, new round.
I'm going to shoot one of the injured harpies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To climb up the rope.
Yeah, so you're running back to the ship to climb up the rope. Yep. Morthilla is still running after them. In fact, I guess the chatter will run with Morthilla.
Yeah, she's
towards its mate.
Soon.
Yeah, we'll go and join its mate. Sam's going to fire. Your Roth is 2, so you can fire twice as long as you don't move. What do you want Jackson and Bruno to do? Bruno was in a favourable round, technically.
Jackson should keep firing his
catch up with all of the
crossbow.
harpies and attack? Yeah, Jackson should keep shooting.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot the ballista the instant I get up onto the.
Yeah. So yeah, next turn. Yeah, that's fine. As in, you'll take a round to obviously get back over and up. Okay. Simon, initiative. I get a 5. 3. Initiative has been a bit of a saving grace here, especially because of the fact that it's prevented some of them attacking you. In fact, last round it stopped attacking altogether. It's just one of them wrestling. Technically, I say it rolled a 20. I think it did do some damage via its unarmed attack. So I will check that on the mail chatter. No, I think 2 damage, which we won. These guys have got like 4 hit points each, so that's 2 damage. One of which is real, the other of which is subdual damage. So chatters go at 6. Then who's rolling for the chatters? There's no spells at 1, so chatters at 6.
I can do one of them.
I'll do one.
I rolled 18.
Okay. Yep.
So we have a hit.
That is a 10.
No, that will miss. So D4. This will be on the one who has basically just retreated, who hasn't kind of fled.
All of 1 damage.
Yeah. Well, okay. And then I guess what are they going to do? I mean, yeah, 2 of them are fleeing. I think what we'll do is the last one will drop its song on Morthilla. Morthilla can't act this round, and they will retreat entirely. So they will be able to move 150. So the crossbow can still fire. I think they'll be able to just fly up and away from Bruno, so Bruno won't get any attacks. Someone roll for Jackson's crossbow.
What about Sam's?
Oh no, yeah, no. So yeah, no, yes, yours will be. Yeah, yours will be right as well. What kind of arrow are you firing?
Sheath, I believe.
Sheath, great.
Or natural 20 as well.
Yeah, so that will hit, even though you'll have taken a range penalty. So your first one hits.
Cool. It's D8.
Yep, D8 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage to that one. And then, yeah. I guess B's going to roll for Jackson's crossbow. Guess he might target the same one that you just hit, actually.
A 16.
That hits.
Plus whatever.
That's D4 damage. He won't have a plus. I don't think his dex is particularly high. So, yeah, just D4 damage.
That is a maximum 4.
6. Okay. Okay, so Sam, fire another one. You're at -4 for range, which functionally gives them AC 3. So you
Definitely missed, yeah. Roll 7.
So, that would have missed anyway, wouldn't it? Yeah. Then they will escape. That one had 1 hit point left. They will escape. Foiled by me remembering. Yeah, foiled by also by the dog, as in creatures that don't count as humans or demi-humans, basically. So we're immune, plus Bruno, plus Jackson. Jackson didn't do loads of damage comparatively, did some, but like, yeah. Yeah, I think your mistake there was when I was like, there are some creatures curiously flying around who you thought were harpies. You know, there was not very much proactivity about what you did. So I think, yeah, count yourself lucky, probably.
Yeah, maybe carry around some wax to put in your ears or something. Or some AirPods with some anti-Harpy ASMR. 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, maybe do a cancel. Maybe be the guy on a train. Yeah. The guy on a train who has like his phone open and he's watching football highlights really loudly in the quiet coach.
Noise cancelling headphones.
Yeah.
All manner of supernatural beings.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're. What do you want to do? You should continue traveling to near the lumber camp, I guess. But what do you want to do?
What happened to our chatter friends? Did they get away?
No, they're both fine. They're knocked off, but yeah. One of them took 2 damage out of 4, so one of them is on half health. Bruno is badly hurt.
On the Harpy
yeah, one of us went to 0, so we can't ambush anyone. My dog is dead, which means I'm out. I don't have.
Get off this godforsaken planetoid.
My one spell is gone.
It's not great. It's a situation, basically, isn't it? We should go home and cry a bit, and then spend some more money, and blame Alex for everything.
Yep.
Yeah, let's blame Alex for everything. Get off this stupid rock and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do one more check. Given the area you're in, you can just go back to Writers, the town, I guess.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Because
there is
you're
a
only
favor for the guild master or the mages guild representative that we could do in Writers before we leave.
This is robbing the other shop, basically.
Not robbing, reacquiring.
Yeah, getting back stuff that this guy wants. That he says this is, yeah.
Getting back this thing that Sky claims was stolen from him.
Cool. It was Simon. So okay, Tom, you roll a D10 to get back to base, I guess. Sorry, D6 encounter check. Sorry.
D6.
We're no longer walking on the ground, though, right? We're taking the.
You can all go in the boat. Yeah, that's fine.
Never get off the boat.
Means only flying encounters matter in that case, obviously. So yeah, D6. Sorry, Tom, what was that?
It was a 3.
A 3. Sorry, you just sound quiet to me. I'm sure you're fine. What did you roll?
Yeah, it's a 3.
3, great. You arrive back at Writers, and Jackson will land. And he'll be like, well, that was good fun, wasn't it? And then be like, I'm sorry about the dog, though.
My dog is dead.
Start
strangling him.
Yeah, You no longer have access to the Star Cell because Vil has killed Jackson. Yeah, you're gonna just go to the Grey Cat and recover. Any spell casting, anything like that?
No, we just go and we eat random kebabs to console ourselves.
See who else gets a parasite.
Can I heal the person who went to 0 with my Cure Light Wound?
You definitely can.
Yep.
Cool. Do I have one of them or two? Yeah, I have 2 of them. Is it D8, right?
D8,
yeah.
First one, 7 hit points.
That's all. That's total.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just working out. You travelled to see. You went to meet the elves, which was like 2 days or something. You went up to the goblins for your first thing. That's 3. You went back to Writers 4. Went to see the Tritons 5. Went back to see the goblins 6. So Zethra has 1 day more, I think. Or was it? No, he was 2 weeks, wasn't he? 2 weeks out, I think.
Yeah, I think that rings a bell.
Yeah, so 6 out of 14 for his count. Relevant. He'll be healing about the same time as Thumb, actually, basically. So stopping at the Grey Cat. Yeah, Bruno will pick up another rumor for you, which is that in the middle of the Mirror Lake, some water movement have revealed some sort of metallic structure that has come up into shallow water that can be, you can just walk into, and that some fishermen did go there who were kind of fishing in the Mirror Lake, but were zapped and left because they didn't want to be zapped.
Interesting. Where were the fishermen from? Does he know?
They were humans from Writers.
Okay, so we potentially talk to them about their experiences of being zapped.
Were they zapped by the water or by the metal thing?
No, so yeah, as in they were zapped. They tried to open the door and took a bit of a shock. Not fatal.
Oh, okay. Was it upon seeing Zap Brannigan from Futurama?
Futurama, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I see.
So yeah, are you just running up to? Because I mean, we can certainly fast forward the time to just heal people. Yeah. What are you? Are you just going to fast forward to when people are healed? You're going to wait an extra day for Zethra, I guess, technically.
I think it's a good idea because I think we want to be at as maximum capacity as possible as a party.
Yeah, I agree. Got low enough hit points as it is.
Yeah.
Might as well have as many as we possibly can.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be plus 8. So day 75. Great. So yep, on day 75, that is. I think you had did you have 1 more week at the Grey Cat paid for? I'd have to check. It's either this is the day you finish at the Grey Cat, or you had another week. It doesn't matter because you're about to leave. So yeah, everyone will be healed up. Bruno will naturally heal. In terms of XP, you would have earned 2,700, 28, 1,400 for the group, and there were, including Bruno and Jackson, 1, 2. There were 4 PCs, and the 2 chatters. The dog doesn't count for this purpose, so 10. So you just got 140, which I don't think makes a big, because Thumb can already level. So the only person who's it would matter for Wilsp, who I think can level anyway, but Wilsp isn't here. So yeah, great. Again, can work that out afterwards. Okay, you flying out to Mirror Lake or you yomping on foot?
I think we will fly out because flying is better than walking.
Yep.
Am I right to take Zethra
It's a boat. We can.
No, that's. I assumed you're waiting. I literally said, do you want to wait the extra day for Zethra? Yeah. You can have both characters. That's fine.
Nice.
For this purpose. If the party is fine with the extra share for Jamie.
I think so. I think we need more people to take hits when we get into fights. Other than, and yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, basically, yeah. Technically, you've got Bruno. You do have Bruno, Thumb, and Sam, but none are none of the PC fighters are actually very beefy. So, comparatively, like you don't have anyone who's running like 11 hit points at first level, which is perfectly possible.
Yeah. Got actually very low hit points with Zethra, but 0 armor class thanks to outstanding dexterity and a +1 torque.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In which case, on another note, quickly, what spells do people want particularly?
What does Zethra have?
Sleep, Read, Magic, and Charm Person, and I can't cast them while I'm wearing my armor, which I'll probably wear. So, Read Magic might make the most sense.
Yeah, if you can't cast, that's probably.
Would anyone be able to tell me something?
You'll have detect magic as well.
Okay,
detect magic, read magic, sleep, and what was your last spell? Sorry.
Charm Person.
Charm Person.
Charm Person. Yeah.
Read Magic, Charm Person. Yeah. So I'm gonna memorize detect magic then. I think. Yeah, that rings a bell. Actually, I was thinking about one.
Yeah. Magic users always get detect magic and read magic in their things because those are the basic.
Yeah, so if I want to cast, I'll probably just take off my armor at some point outside of combat and do that if need be.
Yeah.
Why are you investing? I'm casting spell, of course.
Why aren't you wearing anything underneath? That's what I want to know.
Don't wear your armor.
Yeah.
I'm a commando. It's very inappropriate.
Cool. Okay. So, let's. I think Jamie, roll a d6 encounter as you fly south. I guess you only need to roll 1 to get there because of the speed. Obviously, you're a lot faster in the star sail. It's not very much good walking around through a forest because you can't see. 4, that's fine. Yeah, you will arrive at Mirror Lake. In that case, down to there. Yeah, which is a large, it's several miles long, and head down towards the landmark, fittingly in your circumstances called Harpy's Point. It's also where Bruno says the old pirate village was, where his brother was based, is down to the northwest. So right is to the northeast. You know, like on the map you've seen, Mirror Lake is in the middle of this part of Shipwrecker, several miles long, and just to the east is the main area the lumber works are, which is where you were heading towards when you were attacked by the Harpies. You can see the mountains to your south; they're a bit closer, and to your west. And yeah, there is a lumber camp on the southern end here, which is also where some fishermen kind of work to, just bring in a bit of extra food for the workmen here.
Cool.
Yeah. I guess, I mean,
can we talk to the fishermen?
Yeah. No, you'll pick up. You'll hear about the location. You'll probably see the location actually, even on the star sail. The draft of the lake, the star sail can go in because it's only barge sized, isn't it? So you can sail using the star sail if you want.
We will do that.
They may be fishermen, but we are accomplished fishermen.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say they're line fishermen. They are much more, technically skilled than people using a gigantic net to capture idiot space fish.
Hey, now listen, it was a tough job.
Yeah,
you wouldn't understand the complexities.
Yeah,
it's a logistical.
There are all the trials and terrors of the Great Expanse as well.
Yeah. I was going to say, you saw some weird ship that you ran away from.
Cosmos.
Yeah, there's a weird ship you ran away from as well.
You saw some weird ship, guys.
Yeah.
We tactically avoided it.
Yeah.
It's
cool. No, so yes, you'll sail out. Can we have another D6 from Beach? D6 check. It says you're sailing around.
A 3.
3. So yeah, no encounter. The waters here are very, very reflective. The sands are kind of full of basically fine grade mica, like it's a glassy bottom to the lake, hence the name. So it's incredibly reflective, but also weird because obviously there's water over it. So there's kind of also you come to you sail north towards the northeastern section near the woods and find the sandbank which has been exposed by erosion action and the water has moved as sand has moved and stuff. And there is partially excavated, obviously, just because it's kind of partly below ground level, a metal frame that looks like a door. It looks actually a lot like the door underneath in terms of the designs and type of metal. The door underneath the theatre on the Rock of Braal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is different in that it has what looks a lot like a kind of a wheel, door wheel to open or shut. It's not. It doesn't. It's kind of only connected by a single metal spoke, but it goes into what looks like a mechanism of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah, slightly bluish metal.
And we're hovering just above it, right?
You can be above it, or you can be on the water next to it. But yeah.
Okay, well, on the water next to it, I suppose it makes more sense. And it's there's no damage to any of the material, as far as we can see.
To the metal doorway or whatever it is. No, not that you can tell.
Looks fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. How do you guys want to force the doorway open, or do you want to do that? What do you guys reckon?
Would wearing chainmail at all, check from the electricity if we could get zapped?
It might do.
Might do.
Like a Faraday cage.
I remember a documentary once where there was someone who was touching a Tesla orb or something with, or it might have been something else, but with
Yeah, if it's a full chainmail suit, if there's a connection between you and the ground via the metal.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, if you knelt, provided the thing you touch it with is also metal and is also touching the other metal pieces of your.
Because I suppose at least if the bottom
you should just touch the door,
touching the water, would that be sufficient? You think?
Couldn't you just touch the door with a piece of wood, so it won't shock you through the wood? Just try and wrench.
It's another option, yeah.
Yeah, if someone has if someone has a stick, how did you say? Did it look like there was a wheel, like a hatch type mechanism?
Yeah, like a hatch. It looks like hatch. Well, in the sense, it looks like there's a mechanism set in the door, which is connected by a single spoke to a circular, quite filigreed, decorated wheel shape, circle shape.
Does the wheel have holes in it so you could put something through it to move it open, or is it soft?
It's hollow, so as in it's like a donut, a ring.
Mm-hmm. Does it have support structures where if you put a stick through it, you could twist it by just twisting a long handle around the circle?
I think theoretically you could try to lever it or something, or push it or with something else. I think just a stick might struggle. It depends how much give it has. Obviously, is it, has it had its WD-40 recently?
Yeah, if somebody has, I don't have, unfortunately, I just have a dagger.
A dead dog.
I have something with a long. Come on now. Come on.
Got depression. That's it.
Savage.
I shove Rufus's body into the hatch and use him to wrench it open.
Everywhere that you go now, there'll just be this rotting dog body.
I look at this door and all I can see is Rufus's face.
Yeah. Everywhere I go, I see him.
I mean, I have arrows, and I also have you could try and use that as a stick, but I think an arrow would just break probably.
Yeah, we need like an axe handle or something.
I've got a club, but I suspect that'd be too big.
Look, Morthilla's just gonna go over and just touch it while wearing her chainmail.
Yeah, do it.
Like
Just do it. Do it.
Make sure you got a continuous metal connection between your hand and the ground, and you'll be all right.
Do it.
She'll kneel so that like the
so that the chain, yeah,
or battle skirt or whatever. Ground.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hopefully assume she's wearing gauntlets or something. Touch it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Make a save versus paralysis at +6.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. So I only need like a 7, maybe.
Oh, apparently, Beach. By the way, the players are slightly quiet compared to me, so that'll be your levels, I guess.
It's functionally 16, so that would make a success.
Nice. Yep. So there is a slight zap, but it doesn't affect you. It's a tickle.
Yeah. Her hair stands up like static.
Yeah. I assume she has like North blonde hair, by the way. So it's kind of this big blonde halo around her head now.
Yeah, she truly looks like a magnificent Valkyrie that most level 1 priests aren't. But other than that, she'll try and sort of see if she can kind of twist the wheel around or push it inwards or pull it outwards, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you try. You push it inwards eventually. Like you try to move it. It doesn't actually turn. Like there's a mechanism, but it's not a wheel, obviously in that sense. It's a handle or a button or something. And you press it in, and the door. It then seems to press itself into the metal of the door, and the whole door shoots up.
Okay.
And open. And you can see obviously some sand now from just the edge of it kind of slips down into the newly revealed space. There is a metal ramp going down. Same metal.
Awesome.
We'll continue sort of crawling down to make sure, or standing, or whichever, depending on the armor, making sure that I'm still got metal touching the ground, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, just continuing a little bit to see what happens.
So are you going inside the structure?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, so what you can see as you come in, it's dark inside. There is some sunlight kind of falling in, obviously. But you can see that the ceiling is about 7 feet tall here. It is metal construction. You're not electrocuted past the threshold. What you can see ahead in the half light is that there's some sort of there are the metal seems to end and fork in a couple of directions like it is passages, but there is a slight shimmer in the way in front of each of those passages. You can't see very much detail because of the light otherwise.
Okay. She turns around and says, "Good thing we didn't charge in, guys." and then beckons the others to come in, and ideally if someone passes me some flint and steel, I can light one of my torches and we can...
How dare you? My dog is dead.
This is until you earn enough money for Vil to buy another dog, at which point Rufus will be forgotten. Will it be called Rufus 2?
Yep, it absolutely is going to be called Rufus 2.
Must be shocking news to hear.
I'm staying on the Star Sail.
Yeah.
Sam Hambat is
take it.
intelligent enough to understand these jokes, so he just follows
Sam
them
just
in.
thinks, oh yeah, that is surprising to hear. I agree.
It's
cool.
surprising.
Yeah. Cool. So yes, you light a torch. Who has a torch? Do you have torches? Morthilla.
I have a lantern. I don't know if we want to have
right.
both, or if we want to use the lantern instead of the torch. Up to you.
I have 3 torches as well, so we should be plenty of torches between us.
All right. We'll stick with the torches because they weigh a lot. Might as well use them up.
Yeah. Is everyone going in other than Jackson and the chatter?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, no, sure, you can go in. What you'll see now, you've got a torchlight it's a sort, this seems to fork three ways into visibility wise. It just seems like there are three smallish rooms in this metal structure, like it's it's like a bunker, covered by sand, obviously above. In the way of each passage, there is a shimmering kind of purple covering the entryway to each of these rooms or passages. And on the wall in the entrance passage, which you've already come past, you can see there is there are pictures of, or sorry, there are kind of glowing images of types of stars, like red giant, white dwarf.
Can I use my navigation check skill to figure out if these are depicting like a map or something?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, okay.
Did we real quick? Did Jackson did we just have the one light crossbow that Jackson was using, or do we have more of those?
Failed.
You're not sure. So yeah, in terms of the depictions, there is a red giant, a white dwarf, and a blue giant. So, for what it's worth, they are glowing on a kind of inset on the wall.
So
just
blue
like in a
and
line,
red
just
makes
like three.
purple, right? Sorry.
Just like three orbs, kind of in a line.
Yeah.
And they're in the order red, white, blue.
Yeah.
Okay. What type of star does this space have?
I mean, it has a couple of things. What is its primary? I think its primary is yellow giant.
Does it have more than one star in wild space?
Yeah, as in there's more than one fire body, but the primary is. Let's check. Is I think red. Is fire world. It's darker red. In terms of what you can see in the passages, like as in these small rooms or whatever, the left-hand one, as you look, it's like, think of it as like in spokes. It's probably actually a square space totally, but into these rooms, the left-hand one has cylinders stacked in it. The central one has some long metal boxes. Again, the strange material that everything else is made of. So the cylinder is made of that too. And the right-hand one has some sort of glowing panel with gently flashing lights that kind of flash every minute or so.
Okay.
If I tap the cylinders or the boxes with my dagger, do they sound hollow?
If you got there is a purple sheen in front of each of these passages, remember?
Okay.
So
okay.
If you want to touch the purple sheen, you may.
And then touch both of them.
Can I kind of touch the purple sheen with my dagger, just like with the tip up to it?
Yeah, it seems solid.
Okay.
What were you doing, Jamie?
Sorry, can I touch a couple of those star imitations embedded on the wall, like the
Yeah, you touched the red one?
Okay. Try touching the red and the blue one. Yes. And then the blue one. I'll also touch the red one if that's possible.
Yes, you can just tap them both in order. The red and the blue ones, two things happen. So the left and the right hand passages, like the sheens, both drop. The other thing that happens is the door closes behind you.
And was that after I touched them both, or after I touched the first one?
After you touch the second one.
Okay. At least I can tell people I'm slightly clever. I solved the puzzle, guys. Now we're trapped.
So yeah, there is apparently egress into the left hand and the right hand blocks.
Good to know.
Guess you can go and tap those barrels now if you want.
Yeah, let's go touch more things that might be dangerous. I'm going to go and examine the flashing light to see if my character has epilepsy. What that word means in its culture.
Yeah. It's a randomly generated on the spot. Like it's like a disease check.
True simulationist D&D.
Yeah. It was I think hearing people describe their experience of it's a game I don't know, but of RuneQuest, of how some people like basically RuneQuest should just be like you are sheep herders who go on sheep raiding raids against other sheep herders. And I thought I feel like tribal politics could be quite fun for like a one-day mega game, but I feel like the cap on that as a role-playing game the ceiling feels very low. What should we do today? Well, I'm going to die of dysentery.
Yeah, I think there are only so many times you can tell it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do today? I'm going to, instead of, carrying my sheep flock, I'm going to explore an underground tunnel wherein lays the fields of Poseidon, and then eat his drinks, so I gain the memories of my past life.
Yeah, and that sounds cool, to be fair.
Yeah, Zither quite likes doing it.
Yeah. Following goats.
Yeah. So great. Who is going to touch the lights, Jamie? Because you have two PCs here.
Oh, right. Which is more disposable? Sorry,
Morthilla has fewer XP, but is also your only cleric in the group at the moment. So upsides, downsides.
That's true. She can't really heal herself if she's dead. But also, she has 6 hit points, and the other one has 2, and the good AC is, well... I mean, Zither does have better equipment, but that can be transferred, so...
looted from his body, you mean?
It's an inheritance, it's not a looting. The will was written in his slightly cold hand.
Yeah.
Cold, stiff hand, but it was still a will, still legally valid. No, I think it's probably going to have to be Morthilla, actually, just because she's like Zither's only got 2 hit points, so if he takes any damage, it's down. But Morthilla might stay up on 6 hit points. Armor class difference won't matter in this case. So,
Morthilla goes and looks for the flashlight. There's this. There are a bunch of
lights.
The symbols that you can see that some of them are flashing with lights and stuff. Are in a strange kind of liquid script, very, very circular, very patterned, quite attractive, quite nice, calligraphic, but not probably one I don't think. I'd be pretty certain. You can see that it seems like the panel is glass here, like glass panel with these occasionally flashing buttons and symbols you don't recognise.
So clearly this is the fire alarm, which means if we do smash the glass with a hammer, then the door will open. Right, guys? The fire exit.
Yeah.
Maybe we should press the small planet first.
You want to do that, Sam?
Yeah, Sam will just do it. I think he just saw Zither/Morthilla pressing things, and he was like, "I'll take that action."
Yeah. No. You can press it, and the central kind of purple thing disappears. So all 3 rooms now accessible.
Sam can't help but feeling there's some sort of reasoning and patterning to this thing, but it is beyond his ken. So he just goes and looks in the central bit.
We're going into a mousetrap is basically the situation, and it's slowly closing behind us.
Yeah.
This is an adventurer trap, but a multi-room one.
This is one of the funny but not actually particularly usable monsters from Veins of the Earth. It's the angler lich. They kind of hang out in front of this kind of great multi-dimensional fish that hangs a lich in front of it to make adventurers come and be eaten. Ah, you're fighting a lich.
What do you mean? That's totally usable.
Yeah.
Look, if we can have like shriekers and piercers,
It must be a pretty dangerous fish if it uses a lich as bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a bit like other like Patrick Stewart's other monster kind of things. Is that half the things like, oh yeah, this is actually really functional and useful, and you could really genuinely use this, and half of it is like no one has ever used this in the game. I refuse to believe that anyone has. It's obviously not. It's just not. It's just a funny. In this case, it's a gag. In that, by the way, this isn't an angler lich. You can trust me. I promise.
You promise. It'll be something else. Yeah, sure. I'll go along with you guys.
Some way to design the location around it, but yeah.
Yeah. It's an angler bunker. Yeah. Great. So Sam will go and look in the middle. So here there are 4 metal kind of chests, I guess. In the sense they have a seam, but don't have any obvious opening. They are each like 4 by 1 at about 2 high. So 4 long, 1 across, 2 feet high. Just kind of metal boxes.
Okay.
Laying out on the floor.
Cool.
Laying out, are they?
They just seem to have been placed on the floor fairly carefully. They're not strewn anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So they're not. Yeah, they're not affixed to the floor, as far as I can tell. They look like they're put there.
No. The light doesn't appear. In terms of light shining on it, suggests they are separate.
Okay.
I'd like to
listen
to one of them and like tap it with the pommel of my dagger or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
My mace.
I mean, I was going to say, was Morthilla doing anything else in the flashing lights room?
Oh right, nothing useful for now.
Yeah. Sure.
If anyone has comprehend languages or something like that, obviously that'd be great.
Yeah, you can certainly pick it up and you pick it up. It seems fairly heavy. You tap it and there's no echo or anything, hasn't it? You don't assume it's solid necessarily, but it's just no sound returns really. Just a dull thud.
Anyone have a crowbar?
Look, but no crowbar.
Crowbar's your greatest enemy.
Yeah, well, we don't really.
Yeah, I know Jack had one in either campaign.
Doesn't Dr. Jones technically have a pry bar? He did a whole thing where So if you want to say Dr. Jones's pry bar, given out Andrew said he was coming, and it didn't. Who cares if his character dies?
I tell Dr. Jones, I promise it's for you, son.
Yeah, Dr. Jones crowbars one of these boxes.
Yeah. Everyone else somehow leaves this entire area despite the locked door behind or the shut door behind you. Great. No, that's fine. So let's see which one from left to right it is. So he leaves this open. And this has a rod, which it inside, like the metal basically is solid on the other side, like it's like a solid case with just a cutout for a 3 foot length of inscribed metal with a small ring at the end.
So it's a mold then, sorry.
No, it is shaped like a mold, as in it's not necessarily a mold, like as in you don't know, but as in
Oh yeah. Right.
The storage shape inside is the shape of mold. There is an item inside the mold, if you want to put it that way.
Okay, so it's just formed of negative space then.
Yeah, it's solid apart from this kind of small negative space, which has this long, thin piece of metal with an attached ring at the end.
I see.
Yeah,
Right, guys, well, we
can't
need
read
to
the
find the rod
inscription.
that goes inside it. So, someone open the other chest.
Well wanted.
Yeah, let's open the other chest, and I'm assuming you can't read the inscription on it.
The inscribing, no. There are probably some symbols that look like the ones on the flashing lights, the kind of calligraphic curly hand, but no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you crack this one open, and from it leaps a metallic worm, which opens a jaw. Like, it's not very big. It is 3 foot long and leaps out at you. Let's say Sam was the one thing he's going to open it. So Sam's going to roll for surprise. See if you as a group are surprised. 1d10. It is not surprised. What do you get?
10.
10. You're not surprised. In that case, yeah, it is. It seeks to bite you. What are group declarations?
If I'm holding the box from which it's leaping, I just like chuck the box and hopefully the snake away from me. Oh
well, you've presumably used a pry bar to pop the lid and it's jumped up. You can obviously throw the pry bar, the lid away, but you've pried the lid off.
Okay, well in that case, I just dive out of the way, and if I can use my action to can I dodge? Is that the thing?
You can gain gain defense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll gain defense if it's leaping at me.
Yep. I was gonna say, other people, what's your declarations?
I would like to. Sorry, you.
Don't know. Okay, you do yours.
I would like
Morthilla
to throw her 10-foot square of net onto the snake as Zethra tries to pin it down with its sword if the net hits, or attack it if not. Well, I'll just say try to stab it through the net.
Mm-hmm.
And if the net's not there, he'll just try and stab it anyway and through into the pinning it down.
Mm-hmm.
Can be done in one motion.
Thumb.
Thumb will attempt to just slap it with a sword.
Yep. Cool.
Your fashion attack.
Yep. Cool. Anything from Vil, or is Vil hiding?
I'm going to run to the planet control panel.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, if we can, we can trap in that room and everyone else can get out. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Tom, you might as well roll initiative, D10. I roll an 8.
Okay.
5. It's like a yeah. So swords are going at 5, I guess. Is anyone attacking with a short sword, or is it all long swords, or what?
Mine's scimitar.
Long
Scimitar, so that's 5. So you're both attacking at 5. So you attack at 10. Okay. You both get to attack.
Okay.
Not your preferred round, not specialized.
15, which
50.
is +8, +1. So not +1. Sorry. Oh no, yeah, +1. I've got a damage. No, I don't hit. I've just got a damage. I've got 16 strength. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, 15.
Yeah. So Morthilla's going to try to throw a net. Yeah, just 1d20, Jamie.
Yeah. So for the long sword, that would just be AC 10. So probably miss.
Yeah. You want to throw the net?
Is also a 10.
Well, no, the 10.
I'm not sure if any special roll.
The 10 will land on it.
Oh, yeah. Are there special rules for nets? Find look at the.
There'll be some complete fighter stuff, but I mean, yeah. I think they're in complete fighters rather than in the.
Up to you then whether you want me to.
Yeah, I mean, yes. It will. Yeah, it will stop it. It will kind of be trapped there. But I guess we'll attempt to bite. Let's try attempt to bite. Let's say, who's close? I mean, Morthilla, I think we knew was closer before, so it doesn't. It rolls a 4. So, no, it tries to bite Morthilla. It fails. Yeah. Anything else? Like new round, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, Sam, you just get out of the way.
Sam. Yeah. So for new round, Sam will attack with his 2 clubs.
Yeah. Favorable round for anyone with specialization.
Can I have Morthilla and Keithra both sort of stand on the edges of the net? They get the creature.
Yeah.
It's...
Yeah, just try to weigh it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess try to attack as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So Footman's Mace, Morthilla, and Keithra Longsword.
Okay. Jamie, roll initiative. I roll 4.
Three.
Yeah. In that case, its natural will come first on 7. No, because I guess the long. The mace is 6. The swords are 5. Clubs are 6, I think. Sam, are they? Weapons do 6.
Can we check? They are the.
Club is 4.
No, yeah, 6. 4.
Oh, club 4. Yeah. So in that case.
Sorry, Footman's Mace is actually 7.
Yep. So in that case, your club, your clubs go because it's 2-weapon fighting, isn't it? So they'll go at the same time, I think. So they both go at 7. They both go at the same time as the thing tries to push itself. It's kind of wiggling its way forward, being weighed down, trying to bite someone. So if you want to attack first, then Sam, as it attacks, it will attack. Yeah. So do both your attacks.
A 16 and a natural 1.
The 16 probably doesn't hit. Oh no, it's trapped. So +4, so that'll be a 20. 20 will hit.
Okay. Is it small or medium?
Small. So small, medium. It's the first of the 2 damages.
Yeah. What'd you get? 6 damage.
Let's see how much it has. Sam Hambat. It only has 2 health. You smash it. It rolled a 13 versus Morthilla, which is AC 6 Morthilla.
Sorry, one sec. Let me just check. So chain and shield AC is
4.
4. That will hit.
No,
sorry.
AC 6. No, it misses. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you smash the wormy creature, the biting worm. Yeah. Cool. We should finish in a second. One more thing. Do you want to do anything else? Do you want to do anything else in the center room, or look at one more thing in the?
I think the strategy for these other 2 boxes is cover them with the net, hold the net down, and then use the pry bar to ping off the lids, just in case anything comes out. Do them one at a time, but I mean,
yeah, give them a chance. Gives them a chance to react, basically. As in, if there's something in there, give it a chance to react. Essentially.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. Yeah. So you pop one, and it has a small, like a 12-inch metal rod, which has a smooth section out one end, and then kind of spiral patterns on the other 2/3. So 4 inches of it has a smooth section, 2/3 of it has a spiral pattern. coming to a slightly narrower tip at that end. And the final one of these has some sort of circlet. You'd think like or like as in it's like the size of a gift's head, and in terms of as a circlet of but in this case it is a green metal rather than the kind of bluish metal everything else has been.
Okay.
And yeah,
I think Sam, despite being not super intelligent, is enough to not just ham fist grab them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he might pick up the larger of the two rods to have a closer look at it.
Yeah. The larger of the two rods that has the ring shape attached at the end. You pick it up.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
How big is the ring? Does it look like the smaller rod could be inserted into it?
No.
To any like meaningful.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. It's a rod that has one kind of spoke connecting it to one side of the ring.
I see. There's like a little connecty spoke from the rod to the
Yeah.
ring, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. And how wide is the ring? Like, what's the diameter of the ring?
Like 6 inches diameter.
Okay. So yeah, it's substantially smaller than the rod itself. Okay. Is it?
The rod
make
is
any noise? Or...
No. Just seems like a bit of metal. You could hit someone with it. Sam thinks to himself. It doesn't actually seem. You don't know. It's fairly strong metal, but then it's the same thing as everything else here is, but made out of, isn't it? So.
Okay.
Yeah. Do people want me to cast detect magic on that lit up bit, or anything else in particular, or save it for now?
I think you should cast detect magic.
I think you should cast detect magic on all these. Oh yeah, it has to be a particular thing, does it? It's not you just.
No, it has to be a particular line. Detect magic. You also have orisons and cantrip, remember? So. It could go old tomb indeed.
I suppose I'll probably if we have the time then take off my armor and then cast it on the.
You can do a 60. You've got 2 rounds. You can do 60-degree arc twice, basically, because you have 2 rounds per level. So, if you want to do that and then another area, you can.
Okay, right, yeah. So do that one, and which other area do people want me to do?
I don't know. Maybe that cargo-y place. I think we know the buttons and stuff are magic or technological. I don't think that's in dispute.
Rod.
You want to look at the items?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll do those two then. Yeah. So probably would it take about 3 turns in total then if it's if donning and doffing armor's a turn?
Yeah. So bear that in mind if you're
just people know.
The torch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the panel is magic evocation, I guess, and the items of the 4 items there are magic. There's magic residue on the worm, and there is magic on the smaller rod.
Okay, but not the circlet or the.
No, or the rod with the donut ring.
Yeah.
The worm is metallic too. Yeah.
See, guys, sometimes the smaller rod has the greater power.
This is when Zethra gets banned from the group. Morthilla thinks he's just really disgusting. Vil, you can pick up the metallic worm if you can ever leave this place. We should leave that there for tonight, however, and I guess pick it up next time.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Next week. Cool.
Thank you. Good session.
Thank you very much.